Matthew 7:1 says, "Do not judge, or you too will be judged." And taken in isolation, this is used very often by critics. And in fact, I had this the other day. Jehovah's Witnesses was talking to me, and I said, "We do not believe in the same God." And he says, "You don't judge me, only God judged me." Well, that's true in the sense that only God is able to judge the eternal destination of your soul, but that's what it means when it says, "Do not judge" in that way. For example, superficial judgment is wrong if you're passing judgment based solely on looks. Hypocritical judgment, if you are doing the same thing and not repentant of it, then that is wrong. Harsh, unforgiving judgment is wrong by saying that you're going to hell and you can never be saved. Obviously, that's what I was just talking about. You're judging someone's soul, right? Self-righteous judgment is wrong. If you're judging them to make yourself proud, that is wrong. Untrue judgment is wrong, obviously, if you're judging them incorrectly. But the Bible calls us to judge those who are Christians, to correct them, to rebuke them, to steer them towards God. And also it calls us to, literally, this is 15 verses after the first verse I told you. So this is going to be the same time that Jesus is talking. He says, "Watch out for false prophets. By your fruit you will recognize them." So clearly God wants us to judge between right and wrong. And he wants us to judge false prophets by telling other people that they're liars, that they're sinners, and they're not leading people to God correctly. I mean, even the Bible has an entire book called Judges, and when Jesus is saying here, "Do not judge," he's not saying that anything goes. Don't whatever anybody does, leave it at that. Don't be judgmental. Let them do whatever they want. That's not what he's saying here. He's saying judge rightly. In fact, let me find the verse. John 7:24 says, "Stop judging by mere appearances, but instead judge correctly." What this looks like in reality, in application, is that we are always to judge in love. We are always supposed to be loving no matter what. There's never a time when God says, "Don't be loving." However, that doesn't mean there cannot be a strong rebuke. For example, if someone is trying to dissuade other people, if someone's trying to steer them wrong and calls himself a Christian, we are absolutely allowed to say that this person is a liar, this person is deceiving you, this person is steering you towards hell, this person is not doing what God has called us to do. For example, if someone's saying that the Trinity is wrong and something like that, we're absolutely allowed to say, "No, he's lying. That's not true." And you could still be loving and also call someone out for being a liar.